I'm here at the Comstock Public Schools Administration Office because I have seen so many different people complain that the high school doesn't already have air conditioning and why wasn't this done with previous money. And while I could try to fill in the gaps, I have not been intimately involved with the spending of the money. And I thought we should get the answer straight from the horse's mouth, if you will. So I asked Dr. Tanis if he could give us a factual answer. It's not opinion based on why the school doesn't have AC yet and what the going forward plan is. So he is willing to meet with me. I'm at the administration office to give us facts that you can use in making your decision for supporting or not supporting the upcoming bond. I personally am going to support it. I have 3 kids at the school. I love the school system. I want to see forward momentum. But I understand that there are questions that people have, and thankfully Dr. Tanis is always willing to give answers. I feel like he is a great supporter of the school, and I'm grateful that he's willing to share this answer with us. So I need to get out in the rain, go get him, and hear what he has to say.
Good morning. This is Dr. Jeff Tanis. I'm the superintendent here in Comstock Public Schools. Thank you for listening to this video and for your interest in our district. There was a question that was posed to me recently about air conditioning for Comstock High School. Originally in 1965 when the building opened, air conditioning for schools at that time wasn't standard. So in fact, none of our buildings were air conditioned until just recently. With Comstock High School, we had talked about, the board had put on as a proposal air conditioning for the 2022 bond, and that was an option they had. However, there were 2 factors that made the option financially irresponsible or impossible. One issue was that because of the COVID pandemic, the United States government provided ESSER funds, which were federal funds for school districts, and they could be used legally and properly for the renovation of interior air conditioning spaces and ventilation systems in schools. So all of a sudden, millions of dollars not normally available to schools became available. So demand for air conditioning went through the roof, not to be funny. But on the same time, similar time period, Russia invaded the Ukraine. The Ukraine, I found out later on, produces about 90% roughly of the world's precious metals that go into air conditioning systems. So the supply for air conditioning systems went through the floor. So demand, unprecedented demand, compared with or combined with a huge reduction in supply caused air conditioning prices to skyrocket. So prices that we had estimated to be $3 million became about $6 million for the high school, excuse me, and we simply didn't have that kind of money. So we deferred the air conditioning for this bond, and that's what we're asking for now. Hope that makes sense.
For one, I think if we had air conditioning in our school, we would pay attention better. We wouldn't be as hot, so we wouldn't be as focused on getting water or trying to walk around in the hallway because it's more cooler in the hallway, so we would stay in the classroom as more because it'd be colder.
Yeah, because, and hygiene is one thing, not no disrespect, to other students, but some students, they have problems that have to do with their armpits. So classrooms get hot and musty, which makes us want to come out to the hallways, which aren't as crowded and hot and musty because there's a lot of kids in one classroom. So I think that we should get AC, so then one, it'll cool down the classroom and it'd be much easier for our nostrils and other things like that, I also think, that it would decrease our Smart Pass usage because our Smart Pass usage is a lot. We go through about 100 of those a day based off studies, So I think that we should get AC, therefore we can stay in our classrooms and have a much more better learning environment overall.
So the reason why I think we should have an AC in the school is because whenever we get out of gym, it's really, really hot in the school and all these people be smelling not so great. And I feel like an AC could help with that.
I think we need AC because it's really hot in here and it'll help us focus more and just be a colder environment.
My name is Cassie, and I think reasons that we need AC for this bond is 1, because it'd be way too hot in this school, 2, because kids get to stinking and it messes up your learning environment because all you can focus on is that smell.
a lot of people get overheated, overstimulated, and it would really just help for everyone, especially on those 90-degree days when we don't have AC and everyone's just in here sweating and no one can really learn and get what they need to get done.
I think we need AC because it's really hot and no one's trying to sweat, like get really sweaty, nasty, and gross and stuff. That's not okay.
And I think that we need it because we need to study hard, and without AC, we cannot study.
Especially when everyone's sweating,
There's
getting all
we should be-
disgusting.
We should be walking the hallways smelling like skunk. Nah,
like oil.
not
I mean, not oil. You know what I mean, onions.
not